everybody. You're only on parole, it looks like, Billy Seatel. Ready for his grandma's funeral. I think my grandma was buried in that suit, I'm pretty sure. I have to check on his casket, see what's going on. How you doing, St. Peter? Good to see you. Oh my God, look at all your beautiful faces. Thank you for coming out. It's good to have you. On Veterans Day, happy Veterans Day. Where are the veterans at? The veterans in the crowd. Thank you to the veterans. Thank you. The one day a year you can thank a veteran and they don't get uppity about it. You ever notice that when you thank a veteran any other day but Veterans Day? They're always, don't thank me, especially Memorial Day. They're always, no, it's not about me today, it's not about, it's like, fuck, I'm gonna thank a veteran any day I want, okay? Just don't even get uppity about it. We appreciate it. Good to be here. I don't know, I appreciate that they called this Red Hot Comedy. I kind of wish they would have called it Billy and Willie Silly Hour, but you know, I didn't do the marketing for this show. I wish my name rhymed. I wish I had a name that rhymed in this show, but we're not quite there yet. You guys ready for Thanksgiving? Are you ready for winter? Are you sick of fall? Where are we at? It's getting cold. It's not too cold yet. Yeah. Did you guys do the fall activities like go to an orchard? Anybody? You go to the orchard? Yeah. What a fucking racket that is, going to an orchard. Oh my God. Come pay extra for apples and you'll pick them yourself. What a market they got. Oh my God. The bartenders here said if you want to pour your own beer, they'll charge you more for it. They're happy to do it. They're happy to do it. Oh my God. I had something on the way. I was driving the other day. Do you guys use like Android Auto or CarPlay in your cars where it reads your text messages to you? I had it for the first time where I got a text message and they used an emoji, you know, it was like, boop, so-and-so text you, sounds good, light-skinned shrug emoji. Described it to me like in detail. That's the first time that's happened. And we're getting there with like AI and stuff and pictures, and the technology's getting a little too smart. I don't like that it's describing pictures. Like, if I send my wife a dick pic down the line, she's driving, is it going to describe it to her? Oh my God. You got a text message from your husband, boop. It appears to be a dick pic. Sprinkly and hairy and a little left. Very unsightly. The lighting is terrible. It's, you know, below average size. Looks very unsatisfying. Kind of looks like he's got just a toad in his hand. Like, you put a toad in his hand. You know, like when a little kid gets a toad and they're real excited to show you. Just a wrinkly toad. It's good to be here. I wish I was at home napping, I won't lie to you. I took a 1 hour nap before I came here, and oh my God, it was the greatest thing ever. I love naps. You guys you ever wake up and the first thing you do is plan your nap for the day? Oh, those are the best days. God, I love it. I learned to love naps at a young age. My father worked construction, so he, work super early, get home super early, and nap immediately. And it was always just silence in the house. It was like, you guys ever see the board game Don't Wake Daddy? The commercial for that? I remember when I was a kid, I saw that commercial with my brother for the first time. We looked at each other, that is not a fucking game. Are you kidding me? Well, Daddy up in our house is like, we're running to Grandma's house. I don't know what to do. It's like the fucking Incredible Hulk waking up. He just comes unglued. Not good to Big Daddy. I'm tired all the time too. I work third shift. Anybody else who work third shift or overnights? It sucks, let me tell you, don't do it. You make a lot of excuses, like when I got the job, I was like, I'm a night owl anyways, I'm not a morning person, so third shift sounds great, I can work those hours. Turns out I'm not much of a being awake person. Time of day doesn't matter at all. It just doesn't matter, I'm just tired all the time. That was the worst thing about COVID, The number one symptom was fatigue. It's like fatigue isn't a symptom of a disease, it's a symptom of life, let's be honest. It's just, I'm just tired. Doesn't matter. I'm an electrician at a factory, that's what I do. Any other blue collar workers out here? What do you do out there?
Heavy equipment.
Heavy equipment? Oh, you're that guy. With a nice heated cap, digging holes. Out there in the wintertime with your shorts on, just listening to podcasts, just not a care in the world. The other guys are out there freezing their ass off. You got nicknames for any of the guys on your job sites?
A lot.
A lot? Are there any that are appropriate to share?
Skid Mark.
Skid Mark?
You don't want him, but you know he's there.
They're the best, the blue collar nicknames. We had one guy, we called him Venus. And I asked the farm, like, why do you call him Venus? He says, he does things like my wife's razor, one cunt hair at a time. It's rough out there. Blue collar jobs, they're a whole different. You know, there's a lot of talk of safe spaces now. You go on a blue collar job site, there are no safe spaces. No matter what you do. The most swastikas I've ever seen in my life was in a job site porta potty. Just everywhere. That's an unsettling feeling. You're just playing the rest of the day, playing Find the Nazi. Like, I don't know, Bill shaved his head. I don't know if I like that very much. He shaved his head recently. Steve's got that white hoodie he likes to wear. I don't know if I like that white hoodie that Steve's wearing. Still unsettling. Oh my God. I'm a millennial. Where are my millennials at? Anyway, oh yeah. It's an older crowd, I understand. I'm gonna piss a lot of you out. I think millennials are the best generation. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I think we're the best. Solely because we turned 21 at the right time. All millennials turned 21 when Shots by LMFAO featuring Lil Jon came out. God, the time to be 21 years old, let me tell you what. You couldn't walk into a bar back then without just shots. Every bar, 8 times a day. It didn't matter. If you walked into a bar and they didn't play Shots, you were entitled to a structured settlement. That's what those J.G. Wentworth commercials were all about back then. Went out drinking and they didn't play Shots. Call J.G. Wentworth. 877 shots now. Just the best time to be 21. It taught you how to drink when you were 21 years old. So I didn't know shit going. I remember being 21 years old and my buddy ordered us a shot of Captain Morgan. And the bartender almost kicked us out. Because that's what you did when you're underage. It's just shots of whatever the fuck you find in your parents' liquor cabinet. That's it. Then you go to the bar, there's all kinds of weird ones, you know. Lemon drops, 3 wise men, kamikazes. Like, thank God for that song teaching me how to drink. I was like, yes, all of those, please. Line them up. We need these shots. Patron is on the rocks and everyone is taking shots. Like, yes, Patron on the rocks, please. Like, that'll be $81. I'm like, never mind. Shots of Jose, please. 21 years old, I can't afford that. You guys familiar with The Rock? Celebrity. His production company is called $7 Production.
My husband.
And he named it that because of a low point in his life when he only had $7 in his pocket between like wrestling and football when he was down on his luck. And I thought to myself, well, if I had a production company and I wanted to name it something, what would I name it if I used that strategy? And that would be on my 21st birthday, I had Mexican food and I shit the bed. Productions. Let me tell you what, shots came on, there was margaritas and tequila, and the night got away from us. A lot of people black out on their 21st birthday. I browned out. Oh, good. There's a lot of appropriation nowadays. I don't want to take anything from women, but the ultimate walk of shame is walking downstairs at 8 in the morning, hungover, past all your passed out friends in your living room, just carrying your shitty sheets out to the dumpster. Didn't stop me. I'm still drinking, everybody. Have a good night. You don't shit the bed tonight, I didn't do my job right. That's how it goes. I'm from Minnesota. Are we all native Minnesotans in here? Give me an oh yeah. Oh yeah. I heard some people talking in the back earlier and I'm like, oh yeah. I'm with my people right now, let me tell you what. You guys get made fun of for your accents at all?
You betcha.
Oh yeah, you betcha. Oh yeah. Like the way you say bag. My wife's from Florida. She hates the way I say bag. Gets on me. I'm like, fucking, you came here, okay? You can't make fun of me for this. But just shut up and put it over your head, okay? I don't want to hear can imagine, she's from Florida and I'm from St. Cloud, so we met over a love of meth. That's not really true, but it's okay. I had to find a woman from Florida though, because I'm from St. Cloud. Are you guys familiar with Stearns County syndrome here? You're not in Stearns County. You're close enough, I think, though. It's all about inbreeding, Stearns County syndrome. It's a published psychological disorder, Stearns County syndrome, about inbreeding. So I had to find a woman from Florida just to be safe. Yeah. I had a close call in high school. My high school girlfriend, I brought her to Easter to meet my grandma for the first time. And I'm like, hey grandma, this is my girlfriend, Amanda. I won't use her real name. Won't touch my Johnson. We'll call her, this is Amanda, won't touch my Johnson. My grandma looked at me, she's like, oh, that's great. I think we're related to some don't touch my Johnsons. I was like, grandma, can you shut the fuck up? Try to keep the bloodline pure, okay? Thank you. Me and my wife have pets. We don't have kids. Not yet. I call them rescues, but that implies that they were helpless when we got them. When in fact, these animals infiltrated my home, they seduced my wife, they orchestrated a coup, and now I get to live with them, is how this works. So in a way they rescued me when you really think about it. We have one dog that hates my guts. I don't know what happened to this dog in his past life. He hates men, he hates affection. If I go to my wife and I kiss her and I hug her, he gets real barky and snippy and he comes at me and he's real aggressive. Like he thinks I'm gonna beat my wife, which is terrible. I'd never do that. If I saw a coffee cup that said, be the man your dog thinks you are, not for me. They don't make that coffee cup for me. But it gets tough in our house. You know, we're married, so we have to be affectionate. That's part of being married. So we have to do something with this dog because we can't have him coming at us while we're doing this, you know. So we have to do something. So what we do is we take a Kong. You dog people know what a Kong is?
Yes.
If you don't know, it's this big rubber dog toy. Yeah, it kind of looks like a butt plug. Let's be honest. It's a little too big. We won't try it. And on the other side, there's a hole, but it's a little too small for your penis, in case you wonder. So what we do is we take a Kong, we fill it with peanut butter for the dog, you know. For every 6 months when we legally are obligated to, you know, do that. Yeah, I don't have to get vulgar with you guys, you know what I'm talking about. So we fill this Kong full of peanut butter for the dog. And you guys, I was told there's a psych ward over here. You guys all, you guys familiar with psychology around here? You know about conditioning?
Yeah.
Like Pavlov's dogs. If you don't know, there's this guy named Pavlov. He did a study with the dogs where he would give him a treat and ring a bell. And every time you give the dog a treat, he'd ring the bell. And the dog would associate the bell with the treat. So eventually he could take away the treat and he'd just ring the bell and the dog would salivate because he'd anticipate the treat. So the dog was conditioned to associate the bell with the treat. Well, every time I want to have sex with my wife, I gotta fill a Kong full of peanut butter. And that guy was right, because I had become conditioned, let's be honest. He knows what he's talking about. Skippy gives me a stiffy, okay? Peter Pan makes my Peter stand. Give me just a whiff of Jif and I'm just stiff the rest of the day. Market Pantry, that's generic, and I got standards, all right? I got standards. Oh. You know, I've started camping a lot because we ran out of stuff to argue about at home. So that's fun. Camping it's kind of scary camping. You know, first of all, campsites have to lay off the bears a little bit. All right, no matter what campsite you go to, like you gotta be careful. You do one thing wrong and a fucking bear is gonna eat you in the middle of the night. It's like, no, we never encountered a bear in my life. And we're camping in St. Peter, okay? There's not a black bear that's gonna roll up in the middle of the night, try to get my peanut butter, okay? But it's scary camp. You don't know who you're gonna find, the kind of people that are at campsites. And campers and serial killers both have the same tag. You know, leave no trace. So it's a little scary. But I'm not scared of of murderers when we go camping. I'm scared of swingers. Anybody else? Oh my God, these campgrounds are littered with swingers. And swingers got to get their shit together. Can we just get on that? As swingers, I don't like that they have all these little symbols. Like if you look up how swingers show that they're swingers, it's like, yes, you have the pineapples, that's the obvious one. I guess garden gnomes, hot tubs, I guess. Something about flamingo. It's like, just get, it's 2023, all right? We're all sex positive. There's a whole movement. Everybody has a flag. Just tell me you want to fuck other couples. Just put a big sign in the camper that says live, laugh, fuck other couples. I would avoid, that's fine. I understand that. It's like, why didn't they had open enrollment for the sex positive. We have all LGBTQ+. There was open enrollment a few years ago. Any group could have gone in there and gotten a flag. They did. It could have been LGBTQ+ pineapple. It would have. Sounds like a delicious seltzer. Your marketing team's got to get on that. The other thing that happened a couple years ago was Dr. Seuss got canceled, which was crazy. And I had to go in the Facebook comments, which I try not to do, and just see people freaking out about Dr. Seuss getting canceled. And my favorite trend was everybody freaking out that Dr. Seuss got canceled while WAP was the #1 song in the country at the time. Like, how can that be that WAP is the #1 song in the country, but you're going to cancel some children's books, you know? Almost like they're taught in kindergarten at the same time or something. Like, it's two different issues, you know? And the teacher comes out for story time, and it's like, all right, friends. All right, other teachers? Anybody a teacher here? Okay, that's good, because I got beef with teachers that... Now they call the kids friends, which is weird. All the kids are friends. Yeah, they're around friends, and it's like, you see these kids every day. You're gonna call them off? There's gotta be that one kid, like little Billy, that's like, all right, friends, and Billy. Billy, come here, too. Make my life a living hell, Billy, okay? Gather around, get little spots on the ground, everybody. It's time for story time. Today's story, if you put your imagination caps on, today's story. Is he Stally? Jesus. These fucking Shell's beers are strong down here. The story is by Dr. Seuss, featuring Megan Thee Stallion children. Ready for story time. Let's see here. First page here. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. You all see that? You see the red fish and the blue fish? Next page here. Certified freak, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy. Make that pull-out game weak. You all see that? You see the labia minora perspiring right there? This illustration. I know some games we could play, said the cat. I know some good games, said the cat in the hat. You see that? What's that kinky cat gonna do, everybody? It's got some chains and whips. I don't know. I have some stuff. What's that, little Billy? Your mom's got chains and whips? All right. You don't have to admit that, Billy. You don't have to admit that. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. Park that Big Mac truck right in this tiny garage. See that, everybody? You see the very phallic Mac truck? It's illustrated there. Very weird. What's that, Billy? Your dad drives truck? Oh, no wonder he's never home. That's kind of weird. I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. You'll see the green eggs and ham. Yeah, the ham kind of looks like something that was in the other page. Yeah, it's very, very moist, that ham. I don't know if you like that. All right, last page here, children. Hop on top, I want to ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. See the illustration, everybody? Who knows what a kegel is out there? You know what a kegel is? What's that, Billy? Your mom does a lot of kegels? I bet she does. Billy, your mom's a slut. Be honest, nobody likes Billy. I'll leave you guys on this one, St. Peter. We've had a lot of laughs tonight. Thank you so much. You've been a fantastic crowd. I'd be remiss if I didn't end with something a little serious. I want you guys to check this out. I have a Change.org petition. There's a famous rapper that I believe is involved in sex trafficking. It's a very serious issue. Please look it up after the show. This rapper has admitted to having hoes in different area codes. And nobody has picked up on it but me somehow. And I just think that's ridiculous. In fact, it's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. My name's Ellis Barber. Let's get Billy back up here.
Mick Golden. Tap.